If we wait until we are ready, we will be waiting for the rest of our lives. We are so happy that you are joining us at the beginning of our Great Loop Dreams. Step 1. Get a boat. We are currently in the market for a live aboard vessel, one that is capable, that is comfortable, and that will suit our lifestyle to do the Great Loop. Of course, we know that there are many types of boats. Each are designed for specific purposes and environments. There are also so many unique styles to choose from. There are sailboats, fishing boats, luxury mega yachts. There are also cruise ships. The list is long, and each style brings its own purpose to the table. In the last 9 years, in owning 2 different boats, we started following YouTubers that had completed the Great Loop, and we became very intrigued.
We're out looking at boats, and today we're excited. We're on our way up to Manitoulin Island, and we're going to be looking at a 41 performance trawler, German. It checks off a lot of our boxes, so we're excited to see what this boat has in store for us.
The internet and all it has to offer has really helped us narrow down the type of vessel that both the captain and I have discussed in length of what we want. Without having to put on a lot of miles, it has also saved us a lot of time looking at boats that just will not suit us. We would spend many mornings drinking our coffees, critiquing the boats that we thought would be a good fit and worth going to look at. As time went on, that helped guide and allowed us to narrow down our must-haves. Can't live without items. What we would like to have, or at least allow us to add to the boat, and are absolutely no to that list. We have both, over the course of our search, checked online through many boat dealer sites, Facebook boat selling groups. We've read a ton, as well as walked around and boarded as many boats as we can. The Great Loop YouTubers who have been so amazing and sharing their knowledge, putting out videos and sharing what works for them and the boats that they chose to do their specific loop in. Of course, our checklist has changed the more that our knowledge has increased of what the loop entails.
See?
Here is a rundown of our list. It must fit our budget. We gave ourselves a limit on our budget. We also gave ourselves a $30,000 grace, depending on what the boat offered and what we needed to add to it to make it a suitable live-aboard loop boat. Must-haves that we cannot change. Twin diesels. That way, if anything goes wrong, we can always keep moving and get to a safe place on one engine. If it has a flybridge, it has to be able to be fully enclosed and stay dry, cool, and or warm. Easy, accessible outdoor cockpit area. We love having our outdoor area to sit in the morning, drink our coffee, our evening cocktails. We also love eating outdoors as much as the weather permits. Lots of windows for brightness that must be able to open for airflow and not feel like we are in a dungeon. Separate shower. We do not want a wet head where every time we have a shower, we have to completely empty the room and then wipe it completely down when we're done. A windlass anchor. For the most part, I control the boat and the captain does the anchoring, but life is grand when the power goes to the mechanics of the boat. A generator that is in good working order. Even better, solar that is already installed. The main stateroom must be easy to navigate. Definitely do not want it tight against the wall. I refuse to have to crawl to make the bed. Also a must, large capacity water tank and hot water tank. I would like the vessel to be one level as much as possible. Our saloon area, we would like to be able to accommodate two very comfortable reclining chairs. Things that we would like to have or ensure that we are able to add on after the purchase. Storage. Everybody would like more storage on their boat. We would like to have as many comforts of home as possible. A large enough swim platform for a dinghy and davit system. Also one that we can get on and off at the docks if the dinghy is not deployed in the water. I would like to see an upper kitchen, a lower helm. Lots of captains say that this is not a necessity and some never use it, but we would like to have one that is accessible to the side of the boat for purposes of locking. Our wish list is to have 2 heads, but I must have at least one with a separate shower. A large engine room, aka man cave for captain, who is tall, and navigating around fixing things, reaching and getting at parts would be very helpful. Lots of good quality anchor chain, bow thruster or thrusters for currents, ease of docking in unfamiliar environments. When we created this list, we kind of treated it like buying a house. This is our personal list. These are not by any means things all loopers would need or want. We compiled this list to fit us personally and our lifestyle. It helped us narrow down our live aboard, and it helped us tremendously understand what we can live with and what we cannot live without. All the screens are in good shape. It's an emergency. So right now the current owner is in the middle of stripping down all of the teak that was glazed over. Apparently makes it very slippery and very hot. I do love the covered walkways, especially if we're going to be going through hot walks. It gives you a bit of shade, and also on rainy days allows you to open the windows and get some airflow. Well, that was awesome.
Yeah.
That gentleman was nice.
Awesome.
We literally made it with 3 minutes to spare. And once again, we find ourselves boarding a ferry.
A safety video will be played on monitors circulation system, as well as the donning instructions for life jackets. The Owen Sound Transportation Company, an agency of the Government of Ontario, operates on the traditional lands and waters that are the ancestral homes of Saukeen First Nation, Chippewas of the Wash, Chickeen First Nation, and the Wampanoag First Nation. Our acknowledgement of these lands is a declaration of our collective responsibility to this place, its peoples, history,
out the food when we're on a ferry.
Once we got off the ferry, we booked ourselves into the Princess Hotel, which is located right on the riverfront in Tobermory. A great little town for walking around, seeing all the boats, and learning about the history. And of course, we had a lot to discuss. We wanted to sit down and discuss the pros and cons of the boat that we just spent a couple of hours looking at. Was it going to be our live aboard looper boat?